All right, everybody, quick shout out to Colin Coker. He's got a YouTube channel called Truck Yeah, TruckYeah. Go check it out and subscribe to him if you like the channel. All right, well, I talked to some people, and today we're going to talk about how to be successful over here on this IC Choice program. The number one thing that a lot of these new guys are having a problem with is time management, okay? Especially if you come from the company side and you're going to the IC side. Because on the company side, you had somebody else managing your time, a dispatcher, right? Whether they did it efficiently or not efficiently, that probably determined on communication, how you told them you were ready to run, when you'll be ready to run. All right, so there's a lot of factors. But now that you're doing it all yourself, what you can do, a simple way is, 20 odd years back, it's still the same. If you're doing a 400-mile run, just divide it by 50. 50 miles an hour takes 8 hours. That's going to be plenty of time with the 60+ speed limits and stuff. So here's the main point. A lot of guys are booking a load, and let's say it goes 300 miles. Now, you should be able to do that in 6 hours, maybe 7, if you do drop and hook and everything, say 7 hours. So that should leave you at least 3 hours to, go somewhere, pick something up, and we're not going to count the 11th hour drive, and that's to get to a safe place to park, okay? So, 3 hours to go somewhere. So, for example, you could pick up at the same town, right? And what you do is you find a preloaded trailer that's sitting there ready to go. So that way when you get to that point, you can drop that load, go pick up the next load, and let's say it delivers the next day, and it drops the next day in time before midnight, and then you can start moving on that load and get to a safe place to park. And or if you got time, if it's a short load, you could do the whole thing in one day, and if not, you still have some on the next day. All right, so that's time management. Now, instead, a lot of these guys, what they're doing is one load a day. They'll go that 300 miles, stop, go to a truck stop, wait till the next day to pick up. They just burn time for that day that they could have got another 160 mile load in or so, and made another $300 or $400. So they left that money on the table. Or, they could have got another load picked up, got part way there, the next day, drop that load, get another load, and continue on. And by the end of the week, guess what? They could have fit another load in there, maybe 2 loads in there. So that could have profited them anywhere from $400 to $800 extra that they're not doing. So time management's key, just like in sports, like in football. Usually who controls the clock usually wins the game. All right, so basically what you want to do is you want to deliver that load, go pick up your next load, and start heading to it and get to a safe place. Or, you go deliver the load, and let's say you got an 80-mile deadhead, and there's a truck stop 70 miles up the road, but there's one right down the street from where you're delivering. Well, if you got time, drive that 70 miles, park closer to your next pickup, because then that saves you time at the end of the week to possibly get another load or another 2 loads, make more money. All right, so that is the main key over here. A lot of guys aren't using the time management because they never had to. So a quick synopsis of it, is just take how many miles you're going to drive, divide it by 50, you can add an hour. So if it's 300 miles, 6 hours, add an hour, it's 7. You're still going to have 3 hours to 4 hours of time there to go pick up another load and head on. So you always want to be booked, 2 to 3 days in advance, at least. And you always want to do at least a load a day and be moving on your next load, or pick up your next load and moving on. And that's how you make money over here. It's all about time management. If you just deliver one load, a few miles, you don't pick up another one, you just wait till the next day and you're sitting around a truck stop, guess what? You're not making a lot of money. And if you're going to be out here, you might as well be making the money. So that's a quick tip on that. We'll do some more. You know, that's the main thing, you know, is try to get that preloaded trailer that you can pick up all the way up through midnight, or even the next morning, just in case something did happen. You still have that other load, you don't lose it. You know, you can do a live load also, but you know, you'd want it to be a drop on that end, so you got time to go over, you know, set up for your live load. I usually try to do just a preloaded. That way I know it's ready when I get there, and I'm ready to go. All right, so that's a quick tip on that. You know, I did 2 loads yesterday. You know, here's an example of the time management. On Tuesday, I picked the load up, I delivered it. I picked my second load up, I went down and delivered it. Okay, now I was at 500 and something miles at that point after my 2 loads. But I drove 84 miles back up to a truck stop closer to my pickup. So that way today, I went 497 miles on 2 loads because I finished my deadhead. I did the 2 loads, and then I had a 60-mile deadhead for my load tomorrow. So I did those 2 loads, and I could have parked right down the street, the truck stop, but I didn't. I come 50 miles up the road, and now I stop. So tomorrow, I only got to go about 10 miles up the road. I can pick up, and then that gives me enough time. I can do my next 2 loads tomorrow, right? So when I get done, is see how much time I have left. If I have enough time left, I will start heading towards my Friday for those 2 loads. That way I can either get home earlier, you know, or if they put another load on the board, I might be able to squeeze in a 3rd load, right? On Friday going into Saturday. All right, so that's how you do it. That's how you do the time management, and that's the biggest key. The loads are, you know, they got a lot of loads. The loads are here. The biggest thing is time management. So you got to book your loads, you know, so you got enough time to do them, and get the ones to where, you know, you can do several. If you're doing short runs or regional, you want to try to do as many as you can in the week. All right, so that's it. We'll cut it short right here. Everybody have a safe night there if you're driving, and we'll talk to you later. See ya. Oh, wait, there's more bonus footage. This is what's for dinner. I didn't show cooking it because, you know, I already did a cooking video. But we just made some hamburger helper. Beef stroganoff. Boy, don't that look good. Nice and hot. All right, we're going to let it simmer a little bit longer. Get the noodles a little bit more tender. All right, see ya.